Hi guys. Today I'm going to be talking about something that's like the worst thing ever. Huh. If you're not a part of the fandom, which is being a fan of Dan and or Phil, then you probably haven't heard of this massive unfortunate event that happened this past Monday where the tickets for New York, Chicago, I don't know where else, but I know it was like main massive cities, like big cities. Um, like the tickets went on sale for This Awesome Tour Is Not on Fire, and like the second they went on sale, bots bought them up. All right, so this is me. This is my experience with it because I am a fan, and I like really want to see these guys because I think that they're awesome. I think that they have like I don't know. I think that they're funny. They're adorable. Just amazing people over like all around. And I want to see them because I like to situate myself around amazing people. So this is me. So I'm sitting at my computer. Mind you, this is actually during work. So like I'm taking care of two kids and also I'm like, kids, you have to understand. I need to see this concert. I need it when it comes out. It comes out at 4. It'll just be like a 10-minute gap of me paying attention to my computer. And they're very understanding kids. There's like the older brother who's just like, oh my god, Osha, I'm so excited for you. Yeah, you can do it. And he kept giving me hugs and like inspiration. And he had this whistle that he pretended to be a coach. And he's like, refresh, refresh. So these kids are awesome, basically. So I was sitting there like hyped up, like, do, I'm gonna get these tickets. Refresh, and automatically 4 o'clock, and I'm like, bam, gonna get those tickets. And I put general admission, 1 ticket, go. Nothing. Nothing's there. Just nothing's there. And automatically I'm just like, what's going on? There's no way I was that slow. There's no way. Like, I know it didn't happen. And so I'm there trying to like refresh constantly, seeing if there's any tickets that are showing up and whatever. Nothing at all. And I'm just like, basically because I thought there was something I did that, didn't allow me to go get these tickets. But it turns out, I find out later after I get off work when I'm, properly being a person, that a bunch of robots and scalpers bought up all these tickets because for some reason Ticketmaster's like anti-robot thing doesn't work at all. And it's really unfortunate because like that was like 90% of the tickets, I'm pretty sure, and they're selling them back for general admission tickets. They're selling back for like $10,000, and VIP tickets they're selling for $50,000. Now, a little bit about the fandom. 80% of the fandom are teenagers who rely on their parents for some sort of money to buy these tickets. And they had to convince their parents for months to be like, yes, I understand that, it's going to be a bunch of people and here's the contents. These are great people. And they're showing them their videos, making sure that their parents like them, making sure that they can get to go see it, and then they find out it's on a weekday, and so now they have to convince their parents to like go out on a weekday into the city and all this stuff, and they finally convince their parents, and then this happens to the tickets. Like, that must be so sad. I'm not even a teenager. I'm 23. I can buy my own tickets. I could even afford tickets that are like $500 if I wanted to, but I'm not going to pay for those because that's ridiculous. But I could do it if I wanted to. I have the opportunity to. But there are so many people who are fans, who've been fans for years, who can't see them just because of this unfortunate event. And like, it's saddening, honestly. And it's not just unfair to the like millions of fans or whatever, thousands of fans who want to go see them. It's also really unfair to Dan and Phil, because they've spent months putting this all together, trying to, make sure they can get a place in all these cities, because the United States is huge. Trying to get, like, book places and making sure everything, runs smoothly is a really hard thing to do because there's so much space that they have to, like, occupy throughout their tour. And they tried. And they did a great job to try to get everywhere that they could. And then this happens. And so they're going to come to New York and most likely perform for an audience that's, like, maybe at best 30% full because people couldn't afford these tickets. And I mean, I'm very optimistic. I would say, like, in a couple months, these people who bought up the tickets would realize that no one's buying them because they're too expensive, and then they'll drop the rates or drop the prices and whatever. But still, all of this work that Dan and Phil put into this is now partially ruined by these terrible people who just want to make a profit. Basically, this whole thing sucks. It's not fair to the fans, and it's not fair to Dan and Phil. And it's causing a lot of unnecessary sadness. Like, I read a lot of tweets about people saying how they couldn't get tickets and they're just crying in their rooms because they couldn't get tickets. And the thing is that a lot of young people might need that opportunity because Dan and Phil have created this light for them that, especially in this point in their life, which they have a lot of hormones and a lot of, like, angst and a lot of things that don't make them happy because that is just the time period of being a teenager. Like, being able to see these people who bring so much light in your life is such an important opportunity for a teenager. Like, that's so important. And so it's just unfair for some unknown to just drop in and take their light, I have a lot of feelings about this. A lot of feelings. Basically, to all the people in the fandom who weren't able to get tickets, I know how you feel. But there is a possibility that you can get tickets later on. Just remember that. Keep diligent. Keep positive. It can happen. And just remember that Dan and Phil still love you guys. They love their whole fandom. They really do. So even if you can't see them face to face, they will still love you. I'm sorry, guys. I know how much it hurts. I know how much it sucks. Again, keep positive. So sorry if this is a little bit more, like, Debbie Downer than usual. But it happens. If you like and or agree with this video, just give it a thumbs up. And if you really like what you see, subscribe. I try to post a video every week. If you're new to my channel, you can watch some more of my videos over here. And yeah. Bye, guys. Bye. Okay.